Hello everybody, welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review done by Brick Collection. Today I will be reviewing number 8086, Droid Tri-Fighter. This set was released between December of 2009 and November of 2011. It had 268 pieces and 3 minifigs, including one Rocket Droid Commander and 2 regular Rocket Droids. So yeah, I'll start with the Rocket Droid Commander first, and then I'll move on to the Rocket Droids, the build, and I'll just do an overview of the box and instructions. The first minifigure up for review is the Rocket Droid Commander. This Rocket Droid Commander is basically a regular Rocket Droid with a little bit of yellow printing on his head and a little yellow dot on his torso. He does include the rocket pack, just like every other rocket battle droid, and a black medium blaster. He includes a orange torso and an orange head, but otherwise dark bluish gray details. Basically the same as every other rocket battle droid. I don't remember if he's really accurate or not, but I remember in the Clone Wars episode that the battle droids were orange and gray, so I could kind of let it go if it isn't inaccurate. It's close enough, but it may be perfectly accurate. But yeah, a nice minifigure, exclusive to the set. Yeah, so we'll move on to the battle droids next. The next minifigure of review, and the last, is the Rocket Battle Droid. There are 2 of them included in the set, and just like the Rocket Battle Droid Commander, they are almost exactly the same. It just doesn't have the yellow dot and the yellow printing on the top of its head. It does include a black medium blaster and a rocket pack. The 2 in the set are identical, and there were also 3 of them in the Hyena Droid Bomber, which was around about the same time that this was released. So you could, if you had both of these sets, you could technically have 5 regular rocket battle droids and 1 commander. A nice regular battle droid basically, but with the rocket pack and cool colors like the orange torso and head. Otherwise, basically dark bluish gray detailing, and all in all, nice figure. But yeah, a really nice figure and good at the price point. So now I'm going to review the Droid Tri-Fighter. So it's got multiple play features. Underneath there are a couple missiles, regular flick missiles, and a piece just fell off. Okay, and you just flick the flick missiles. Unless they actually break off. They break off pretty easy. But you do just flick them. And they're longer than standard ones, but they are very flimsy, and so are the engines. So like these are pretty easy to just knock off. You know, a decent set. Looks pretty accurate. The cockpit is kind of removable, but I won't remove it for this, but you can put a droid on the inside. It's very hard to get them in there, but they do go in there, in the little cockpit ball sphere thing. Honestly, I found that it was very flimsy. I did have to make a couple of modifications to hold the cockpit in. Right here, it standardly usually has a little light bluish gray cross axle, and it was very short, and it didn't hold the cockpit in, so you could literally just knock the cockpit off if you touched it. And some of the design, you know, they don't really specify some things, but decent set. Yeah, so I'll move on now. All in all, a decent set. Nice kind of price per piece at 268 pieces for $24.99 US dollars. 3 minifigs, I guess, you know, that's not as good a deal, especially considering they're droids. But if you're looking for just a decent playable set, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's a good deal, and there are certainly much better sets out there, like the Hyena Droid Bomber. Honestly, for a lot less. You got the same kind of thing. You got 3 droids and a nice space build. Of course, it didn't have as many pieces, but it was still a very nice build. Yeah, because that one had 232 pieces, but retailed for $19.99. And if you're curious, that number is 8016, and it looks like this. That's the Hyena Droid Bomber. I actually kind of like that one. In conclusion on this set, the build's kind of flimsy. The minifigures are standard, I guess. They're not super special or anything. The instructions in box were decent. Nice 2009 design style. Nothing to brag about or anything, but the build's kind of flimsy. It's probably the biggest downside, and the price. I think $24 is a little bit overpriced for kind of an undeveloped set, and kind of a niche set too. I don't think too many people would be buying this kind of set back then, but I mean, it was still a reasonable price, and you could still pick them up today for about the same price as what they cost back then, which actually isn't bad. So yeah, thank you for watching this review. If you liked the review, please consider hitting the like button down below, or subscribe to the channel if you really enjoyed this review and me. So thanks for watching. Hold on.